Welcome to an episode of my Linux driver tutorials. So let's say you have a very simple device and you want to write a simple Linux device driver for it. You need an interface to userspace to communicate with the device driver. But now things are getting difficult, because if you remember the video where we have created a device file from within our Linux driver, we needed quite a bit of code to create a device file. And maybe you're wondering if there is an easier API available to just get a device file I can use for my simple device driver. And of course the answer is yes. There is the miscellaneous device API in the Linux kernel, which allows you to easily create a device file for a simple device. And in today's video we will take a look at this API, and later we will also discuss some advantages and disadvantages of a miscellaneous device compared to a more traditional character device. So let's start. As you can see here, I'm connected to my Raspberry Pi over SSH, and the first thing I will do is I will navigate into my Linux driver tutorials folder. Here you can see all the lectures I already did, and as a template for today's video I will use Lection 8, read write character device, because I will recycle the read and the write callback from this lecture. And I will create a new folder I will call misc device for miscellaneous device. Okay, so let's navigate in here and let's take a look what we have in here. So hello cdev.c is the Linux kernel's driver C source file. Then we test.c is a userspace application we can use for this driver. The makefile will compile both the Linux driver and the userspace application. And we have a readme giving you some more information if you're viewing this online. But as we don't have a traditional character device here, but a miscellaneous device instead, let me rename hello cdev.c to hello miscdev.c. And of course I also have to adapt this here in the makefile. Okay, now let's take a look at the driver source and let's implement a miscellaneous device here. So what do we have here? This example basically shows you how to implement a read and a write callback for a character device file. So we have a global string up here, and with my read we can read this string from the user space, and with my write we can write this string from user space. Down here we are defining the file operations our character device supports, and down here we are registering a character device. So this function will allocate a device number for us and create a character device for us. This doesn't create a device file for us. We will take a look at the steps which are needed for this later, but of course I already made a video about this, which I will also put a link into the description down below so you can watch it again if you want to. Okay, so I think we don't need this code here. So let's delete it, because we don't want to create a character device, we want to use a miscellaneous device. And we also don't need the static int major variable here, so let me also delete it. Okay, so if we want to use miscellaneous devices, we have to include the header linux/miscdevice.h. And after the definition of the file operations, let's create a second global variable from the type struct misc device, which I will call my misc device. And here we are defining our miscellaneous devices. So the first thing we will do is we will assign the file operation the miscellaneous device supports, because basically the miscellaneous devices supports the same file operation as a normal character device. Then we have to give the miscellaneous device a name. I will choose my miscdev, and this will also be the name of the device file, which will be created by this. And the last thing we have to do is, and this is a difference between a character device and a misc device, by a character device we can choose a major and a minor device number. Of course, both must be free, but else we can use any number we want to. But a miscellaneous device has a fixed major device number, which is major device number 10, but the minor device number can be chosen as you wish. But we are lazy, we can also get a minor device number assigned from the system. Then we have to set it to misc dynamic minor. And if we want to use a fixed minor device number, okay, we could set this to 12, for example, for device number 12. But no, I want to assign dynamical device number here. Okay, another thing I will also do is I want to replace hello cdef with hello miscdef to keep the logging informations a little bit cooler. Okay. And now let's register our miscellaneous device. And for doing so, all we have to do is we have to call the function misc register. And to misc register, we have to pass a pointer to our miscellaneous device. And that's it. In case this was successful, this will return 0, else a negative error code. So in case status is not 0, an error occurred. And I will print out this message and I will return with the error code here. And else, I will print out an info /dev/misc my miscdev created with minor dev number, and then let's print out the minor device number, and this we can find over my miscdev.minor, and then we can return 0, and that's all we need. And here in the exit function, all we have to do is we have to call the function misc deregister, and once again we need to pass a pointer to the miscellaneous device here. And that's it. Pretty easy for creating a device file, isn't it? Okay, so let's try if this actually works. So let me try to compile it. Okay, the compilation worked. So let's try to load our driver. So in here I want to follow the kernel's log. And here I will load the driver. And now we can see my miscdev was created with the minor device number 121. So let's take a look at /dev, and here we have the file my miscdev. And if we are listing it, we can see the major device number is 10. The minor device number is, as we can see here in the kernel's log, 121. Okay, so let me try to write to this file. Echo hello miscdev. Okay, so we can see we have called the write callback. And now let's read it back. Yep, it's working. So we can read and write from this file. And if we take a look at dev device, not dev proc devices, we can see major device number 10 is reserved for misc devices. And if we're taking a look at the /dev folder and searching for 10 and a comma, we can see grep, of course. We can see all the device files which are using a misc device in the background, which are quite a lot. Okay, so, and if I remove the module again, now the my misc file is no longer available here. So it's gone again. Okay, cool. So that's how to create a miscellaneous device. But last but not least, we have to talk a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages when using a miscellaneous device. So let's take a look at this code here. So for registering or creating a device file with a miscellaneous device is extremely easy. We only need very few lines of code. If we compare it to the creation of a device file by using a character device, you see it's a lot more code. More code is needed. and the miscellaneous device is easier. But the advantage when using a proper character device is you can freely choose your major and minor device number. So yeah, you have to know what you prefer. In general, if you have a very simple device, a miscellaneous device driver is the way to go. If it's getting more complicated, maybe a proper character device is better. So I guess that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and learned something. In case you want to support my work, you can buy me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/learns4linux. So thanks for watching and goodbye.